And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we're joined for the first time on Global Muscle, Maxx Charles. Yay! Max, the reason I said sorry is because I've never had... excitement. Yeah, I'm sorry. The reason I said sorry, mate, is because we've never had you on Global and I feel ashamed.
Yeah, first time, so I'm excited.
Good. Well, the last time you and I spoke was at the 2017 Tampa, mate. Do you remember that in Florida?
Oh, yeah, that was like 3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah,
that was a while ago.
Yeah, I was, because I said on the forum, I had you winning and Ron Harris had Josh Lenartowicz winning. And it was, because I got some really good photos and it was really neck and neck. And it was, do you remember? Oh, yeah, it was a good show, that, wasn't it?
Oh, you had me winning?
Yeah, I had you winning. Yeah, you can go back and check, so I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah, it would have been nice if I did win, but yeah, I was okay. I was definitely okay with Josh winning because he was really big and at that show. I don't think he was as conditioned as I was, but he was very full. Sometimes they decided to go with size and over other stuff, so I was fine with that.
Right. Okay. This year, I'll be honest, you've done what I think Dexter Jackson's done a couple of times now. I'll be honest, I saw it at the Olympia last year, and I thought, like we have with Dexter, I thought, he's just starting to slide it a little bit now, and I think maybe his physique's had enough, and then, mate, you came, I'm going somewhere with this, and then you came back at the Arnold Classic, and you looked the best I've ever seen you. What happened there? How did that happen?
Well, the thing is about my body is that people, it's from what I notice even myself, like from show to show, I can look like a completely different person. It all depends how my prep goes, it's all come down to that last week, how I pick. So people might think, oh, he's done, look how he's looking, but they have no idea. Going into every single show, I always look crazy. But it's all depends what I'm doing for that last week when I pick. When I pick to get on stage, that's what makes all the difference. Okay. So what happened with the Arnold, me working with Milos, we kept things so simple, picking for those shows that we did, so that allowed me to look so much better going into those shows.
But Max,
my body always been responding.
Yeah, you look like I'll be honest, but you look like a totally different bodybuilder because working with Milos, when did you decide to do that?
Because like you said, last year I noticed that show after show, my body would just, by the time I get on stage, I don't look like myself. Yeah. And I was like, whatever I was doing, whoever I had helping me, I was like, this is not working, because it was show after show after show after show. I wasn't getting any better. Going into the show, it would look really good, but it doesn't really matter how you look before the stage. It's how you look on stage. So whatever I was doing for peaking and stuff like that, I said, this is not working for me. I need to try something else, a different way of peaking. So you're saying that kind of changed all in the final week? Yeah.
Wow, okay.
The final week is really what counts. Yeah. It's like, because so far, I don't really think there was a time when I was prepping that leading into the show that way I wasn't in shape. But I'm always in shape. Let me just put it this way. You can always be in shape, but that final week before you get on stage, if everything is not balanced, you're not going to look as dry as you're supposed to. You're not going to look as full as you're supposed to. You're not going to look as detailed as you're supposed to. And when you don't have a combination of all that, you're going to look soft. You're going to look out of shape. You're going to look watery. Why you could be, like, for example, which show did I do? I think it was the Olympia last year. Yeah. I felt like I looked like shit at the Olympia.
You weren't at your best. You were not at your best. You weren't at your best.
I looked at myself at the Olympia. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed to how I look. But leading into the Olympia, I was in crazy freaking top shape. I was looking insane going into the Olympia. But by the time you hit the stage, that's what counts. So okay then. 1 week out from the Olympia and 1 week out from this year's Arnold, you're saying you look the same? No, hell no.
So, okay.
Because I know what mistake I made for the Olympia.
Oh, okay. Tell us.
So, like, basically, 1 week out, I know what caused me to look how I look at the Olympia, the way I look. Okay. It's just pulling too much, pushing myself too far.
Yeah.
and ended up pulling too much out of me. When it's come time for me to pick, my body's not absorbing the food properly. I'm not taking in the carbs properly.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to get myself ready for that, for the Arnold's, not really deplete myself as hard as I did for the Olympia, because going into the Olympia, you know, like typical people think like you got to deplete yourself, you got to pull everything out, empty your glycogen. So when you take the carbs, you're gonna fill up. But for somebody like me, when I over deplete myself, when I take the carbs, it doesn't really take it right away.
So you think
it takes me longer. Instead of me doing like, because right now for the past couple shows I've done, I can do like maybe I don't even have I stay full throughout my whole prep. Like carbs is just like I just need a tiny little bit. I'll stay full the whole prep. But before I would be starving myself and I'll get so flat and depleted when it's time for me to actually fill out. Plus, before I wasn't really filling out that much. I wasn't really doing that much carb. It was just like a bad combination.
Yeah.
Over depleting myself and not filling out enough on top of it. Now, not only that I don't deplete myself to that level, I also eat more food, more carbs to fill myself out on top of it.
Do you think, I mean, I've heard this before because a lot of bodybuilders, they look amazing at certain shows, and it gets to the Olympia, and it's almost because it's the Olympia and it's the pressure. They feel that they have to deplete harder, drop water harder, cut water, take more diuretics or whatever. And they just kind of, they kind of take it to the extreme. And I think the pressure and the cortisol and the combination of the factors, it kind of just gets to them and they never bring their best to the Olympia. Do you think that's what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. You're going to do too much when you have all that pressure on you, and especially if you don't have the right person guiding you for your body type. You're going to do too much of something.
Yeah.
And that too much of something, that's why sometimes it's hard for you to come back from that. It's not really just you do too much of something. It's something you can do too much of and pull back from it, and your body would bounce back to normal. But some stuff you do too much of, it takes a while for you to bounce back up, because I know, like right now when I finish doing my shows, and I won't even probably eat much, and then little by little my body will just freaking blow up, even though I'm not even eating much. But some shows I've done in the past, it will take me like weeks before my body will start feeling back up. Even though I'm eating, weeks later, my body's still not responding. It's not still burning to everything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like an engine. Once you kept it going, it just wanna go.
Yeah. So it must have been a relief for you, especially after the Olympia and the post-Olympia shows, where you weren't your body wasn't kind of popping, it wasn't kind of responding. Was it a huge relief when you kind of at a point before the Arnold prep where you thought, okay, my body is really, really playing ball now?
Yeah, because I already know there was nothing wrong with my body as far as my body responding. I just had to find exactly what I need to do for my body. Because the trick is, you might think to yourself, okay, I have to eat more, but eating more also, that means you might not get in good of a shape that you're supposed to. So I think it all comes down to you having your system working properly, your gut and everything, like digesting your food properly. To me, honestly, I think as long as everything is working properly, if you're digesting your food properly, everything is in order. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to keep your food at a good level and still be able to drop body fat.
Yeah.
Once I can do that, then if I feel like I have to drop my carb down to 0 in order for me to get in shape, then that means my body is not responding the way it's supposed to. And that means there's a pretty good chance I'm not going to be as full and detailed as I want to be.
So how many weeks?
I will try to fix that first.
Yeah. So how many weeks out did Milos start working with you?
For the
Arnold.
For the Arnold, we started working, I think we did 10 or 11 weeks. Because I didn't have much time, because I did so many shows. I did Hungary, I did Romania, I did Japan.
Yeah.
So it's like I did all that shows, and then right after that, I couldn't even take a break. I had to start prepping for the Arnold.
Yeah.
So if I actually had time to take a break and had like an off season to put on some size, I would definitely look much better than I look for the Arnold. But I didn't have time to even have an off season. I just went from show to show to show, and then had to prep for the Arnold with him.
So what element of your prep would you say Milos made the biggest positive difference? Was it the training, the diet? What was it?
The diet. because he has a really good eye. That was make most the biggest difference is just to have the eye. Because when you have a good eye, you can look at your athlete and be like, okay, you need to be leaner here or you need to be fuller here. You can make the better adjustment because me, at my level, I know as much as I need to know about my physique. It's not like I need a coach to do it all for me. Because I'm definitely going to know my body better than anybody else. And he understands that. But once you have someone with the eyes, because once you're depleted and you're all out of it, you can't think clearly. There's a lot of decisions that you cannot make on your own.
Yeah.
But if you have somebody with a good eye that can see you and look at you and give you feedback on what they think you look like, you'd be like, okay. So basically for me, with him, like he'll look at me and he say, okay, you need to be a little bit tighter here. And I say, cool. So I know what to do to get tighter hair. I say, then he'll send me the plan. And this is what we do to get tighter hair. Yeah. But if you're working with somebody that don't have the eyes and you send them videos or picture or whatever, they look at you, they say, oh yeah, you look good. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep going down the same line and things that never get fixed. I think the main thing with him is the fact that he got such a good eye and he can see things that we need to fix and things we need to work on. And once you see that, then it's better for you to make the adjustment.
Yeah. I would say from like 4 weeks out, I think this applies to all competitors. I would say that you really can't almost trust your own eye from 4 weeks out because that's when your head goes and it's like prep blindness. You just can't see what other people like Milos with a good eye would be able to see.
Yeah, because for me, like if I'm 4 or 5 weeks out, I'm ready to be on zero carbs. Meanwhile, I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Regardless what I look like, I'm ready to be on zero carbs.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if I have somebody like him, he'd be like, "Oh shit, you look like that 4 weeks out, 5 weeks out. You actually need to eat more."
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
Okay. At the Arnold Classic, though, I remember when you walked out, I went, holy shit, this is... Even before you'd actually hit a pose, when you were just walking out, I saw your abs and the vascularity of your abs and the detail in your chest. And I said on the play-by-play, and I said, that is the best Maxx I've ever seen. I said, I can't believe he's looking so good. He looks absolutely incredible. Were you happy with how you looked at the Arnold Classic when you took 8th?
Yeah, I was more than happy. Going in there, like you said, I had such shitty outcome with the previous shows. Yeah. And I felt that everybody was sleeping on me thinking that, he's done. I honestly, going in there, I only went in there with one mindset. It doesn't really matter where I place. I wanted for once I hit that stage for everybody to be like, holy shit. That was my way of redeeming myself. Maxx. Because I already thought to myself, my placing is not going to be that good because the judges, they have a job to do. And they're only human. I know people tell me, they fuck you over, they do that. I don't look at it that way because of the packages that I have bought previously, their expectation for me is very low. So when they're sitting there looking at me, they're not saying like, holy shit, Maxx look crazy. They're probably thinking to themselves, oh, I must be seeing things. Because they only saw me like a couple of weeks prior to that and I look like crap. So they're looking at me like, how the hell can he look like that like weeks later? They probably like, oh, maybe it's just me taking that shit. He probably doesn't look as good. Yeah. So I already know where the mind is going to be. But I said, but if I bring it, everybody else going to see it. Yeah.
Well, I was one of them, Maxx. I was one of the ones that slept on you. I did not expect that. I didn't expect you to come out, walk out, and I did. I said, I can't remember exact words, but it was along the lines of holy shit, Maxx. Sorry, mate. Sorry, say again.
I like it that way. But going in there, I already know everybody was not going to expect much from me because of my previous showing. And I said, it's a good time for me to really show what I'm capable of. Yeah. And I'm only going to get better from here. So I definitely know I can get much better than that. Yeah. So just have to keep fine-tuning things.
I mean, 8th place, there's a lot of people saying that you were robbed and you were overlooked. And but for me, I was just happy that you really like you said, you did redeem yourself, mate. You really did. Because I thought, show after show, you could see you were just spinning your wheels. It was just, it was frustrating to see,
Yeah. I thought I was going to look really good in Japan, but I got there. And once again, I, like you say, you put so much pressure on yourself. Now, imagine this is where putting so much pressure on yourself and you don't have somebody to guide you can bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So I'm down in Japan, and we got there. There was nowhere for me to find food. So it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was me and Cedric. We went out there. We find some place. We finally find somewhere we can eat. So we went and got some food, and they fed me something that I thought was chicken. Now I don't know what the hell kind of chicken that thing looked weird. But I was like, Cedric said, I'm not gonna eat it.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck it, I'll eat it. So I ate that food.
Yeah.
And after I finished eating it for the next 2 days, I had diarrhea.
Oh no.
So I was sick with diarrhea. But now if I was thinking clearly, what would I do if I know I have diarrhea? I'm still taking diuretics with diarrhea.
Right.
So what ended up happening? I look like a fucking nothing.
So you flattened out big time.
Yeah, big time. Until I see a picture, I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I was like, yeah, that's the dude that had diarrhea for 3 days. That was taking diuretics.
Oh no. Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah.
All that I was thinking to myself, basically stick to the plan. I have to take diuretics in order for me to be in shape, and that put all that pressure on me. If I didn't put all that crazy pressure on me, I would know, okay, since everything is already coming out of me, I didn't need no diuretics. It's because everything was already flushing out.
You're dehydrated, aren't you? You're very dehydrated.
Yeah, I'm dehydrating. I'm dehydrating all day.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking like that because I didn't have nobody to guide me to tell me that. I was all on my own, doing my own thing, and I didn't have the guidance. But you're not going to realize that until after they show you it. And then I'm thinking to myself, how fucking dumb could I be to actually fucking shitting all day for 3 days and then thinking that I'm going to take diuretics on top of it and I'm going to look good on stage. That's not going to happen. I'm going to look fucking stringy and flat.
So this is why you needed to have somebody there with you to say, mate, don't do that. You just, you're dehydrating anyway. You're going to, just try and...
Let's just say, if I had an athlete that was going through that, what I was going to tell them, like, okay, no diuretics, just drink a lot of fluid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you're doing that thing yourself, I'm only thinking, okay, I need to be sweating, I need to be lean. I'm not even thinking I have diarrhea. I'm thinking I need diuretics to pull out the water and make me look dry.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind that you're shitting all day. You already fucking shredded.
Yeah.
From diarrhea.
I bet you felt awful on stage. Surely after all that.
Oh yeah, I felt like crap on stage. I felt even worse when I saw how I look.
Oh no. Yeah.
I felt even worse when I saw how I look. I was like, oh man, this wasn't good.
Yeah.
Everything was just so straight. So I had no curve.
Yeah, you got no curves. Yeah. So let's talk about Tampa. I mean, that was another one where a lot of people felt that you could have won that one, and it's. I don't like to go over placings too much, but
which one?
Tampa.
Or 2017?
Sorry, New York Pro.
Oh, New York. Okay, you said Tampa. Yeah, New York Pro. Yeah, I mean, I ended up all the way in 5th. Yeah. Yeah, I had like everybody. So many people telling me you could have won. I was like, could have won was like if you're second.
Yeah.
5th, a long way from winning.
To be honest, though, Max, in fairness, I mean, I was that top 5. Really, you could have thrown them in up in any order, and I don't think anyone would have. That was a very, very close top 5. I mean, I actually, from the cell phone pictures, I had Valier 5th, and then when I saw the pose down footage and some of the high resolution images, I thought, okay, he looked good. I can see why he won, But that top 5, you, Hassan. Ian Valier. I mean, the top 5. It was so Justin Rodriguez, very, very close top 5. John De La Rosa. I mean, it was a very, very close fought race, mate.
Yeah, I think so. But if you ask me, I thought that, I would say, I'll put me first.
Yep.
Everybody else can fight for second. It was like a good toss-up, but I feel. I mean, I don't criticize judging, but I felt that I was the better guy that night. Yeah. At that show.
I think Milos would agree with you as well.
I feel like I should have won. I could have won.
Yeah. I think Milos would agree with you.
I know people are sensitive. Like, who the hell goes to a show and don't feel like they should win? I don't know why an athlete should have an issue with somebody if I feel like I should have won. Of course, I feel like I should have won. I mean, I feel like I bought one of my best package. I feel like I was good enough to win. Seriously, and I ended up all the way in 5th, and it didn't make sense for me. You could say, okay, you didn't win because of your back. Okay, how many guys that beat me on that show that had better back than me? Actually, I have better back than most of them. That beat me, that place ahead of me. So then you say, oh, you need more details on your back. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that have pretty much zero back at all, which beat me. So I feel like a lot of times it does that. There's a certain, they would ask this from one guy and let somebody else get away with it.
Yeah, every physique has its plus and minuses. There's no such thing as a perfect physique. Exactly. Everyone has one pose better than the other, and they turn to the back, and the other one blows the other one away, and then the other one turns to the front and blows that guy away. It's but in terms of as an athlete, from how you looked in the hotel room that morning when you looked in the mirror, which do you think you looked better at, the New York Pro or the Arnold Classic back in March? Which was your favorite look?
Arnold. Definitely Arnold. Yeah.
Why were you?
The Arnold look at the condition was
perfect.
It's the overall package. The condition is hard to tap.
Yeah.
It was a very complete package because my fullness and my condition, everything was there. Dryness was like I was dry as hell.
Do you know what it was, Max? It was when you came out, and I remember just looking at your abs and like I said, the veins and how. It looked like you'd taken all the skin off and painted on tan. You know, and your chest, all the striations in your chest. I'd never seen that level of detail on you, because a lot of guys now, because you're a big guy, but you're also very, very detailed. And I think that's kind of your calling card, where you're, next to a Hassan Mustafa or something who's just full and round, but maybe lacks that fine muscle detail. That's where I think you can kind of catch those kind of guys and take them out, you know?
Yeah, that's my strong point. So I have to use that to my advantage. My core, my density on my muscles is my strong point. So I already know, like you said, a guy like Hassan, he got crazy full round muscle belly.
Insane, yeah.
Big dude. But I always also know my strong point. So I have to use. That's why because there's a lot of shots that I can hit and look much bigger. Like just if I want to hit a front double bicep and look fucking crazy big, I can look as big as wide as I want, especially in the front last point and all these poses. But that's not gonna show my line and my detail that I have in the front, like my abs and everything like that. So I chose to show those details over showing the size.
So you've done a good few shows already this year. Are you still feeling? How do you feel? Do you feel fresh?
I still feel really good. Because the thing is, I'm able to get away with doing so many shows and still get better, because I like to give myself a little break in between each shows. Even though they like back to back, I still like to take a little break.
How long?
Because I don't believe, How long? I don't believe on just keep going and going and going and going. Yeah, I'll go from one show to another, but I always would give myself like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks break. Like right now, I'm taking 3 weeks off.
But when you say 3 weeks off, are you talking from training or diet or what?
Oh, no, I'm taking like definitely dieting.
Okay.
And then training, I'm training, but not as intense as I would.
Okay.
And when I'm in full prep.
But you're just eating more clean food, aren't you? Because I've spoke to you before, and you said you're not like a big lover of junk food. You just like bigger amounts of clean food.
Yeah, I'm not a big lover of all the sweet, or I'm not a big lover of food at all. So it's easy for me to actually prep. Actually, prepping is not really a big deal. But at this point right now, where actually I'm trying to force myself to eat.
Yeah.
Because my body is already very, very lean, and I still have 8 more weeks to go. So I feel like if I eat more right now, it'll probably be to my advantage. And that's a problem for me. So I have to constantly force feed myself.
So when you say force feed, are you talking about the frequency of meals or the size of the meals?
Both.
Both, really? Because you said to me 3 years ago, because I asked you that question, which was obviously, I heard you eat 1 meal a day because I wanted your response. And you said, no, it's bullshit. And I do actually, but you did say, in fairness, you said you do struggle to eat. So that was 3 years ago.
Oh, no. I didn't say it's bullshit. I said people think it's bullshit, because what I said was I do eat 1 meal, but that 1 meal, because my appetite is so bad, I eat it a couple times.
Okay.
It's like basically what I would do is I'll make 1 meal.
Yeah.
Which I'm supposed to be able to eat that 1 meal in one sitting, but I can't. But my goal is to finish that 1 meal. So I'll just take as many time as it takes me to finish it, and then that would be considered my day.
So
that's what I used to do. Yeah.
Okay, so what size of meal are we talking? I mean, if it's if it's what, tell us. I'm trying to get an idea of how much food it is.
If I was to, because back then I didn't used to measure my food because I didn't care. I'm talking about stuff I used to do before I become pro, all these things.
Okay.
If I was to measure it, I would say that's about maybe 3-4 cups of rice. And I always had beans in it.
Yeah.
And I'll have some gravy and some chicken that goes with it. And with that one meal, back then, there's no way I could finish that in one sitting.
Really?
So I would have one sitting, I would have some of the portion, and another sitting, I would have another portion until I'm able to finish the meal. That's why I tell people I eat one meal, so they think that I eat one time of the day, and that's it. I said, no, I wasn't eating one time. I take one meal and eat as much of it as I can until I'm able to finish it.
Yeah.
But now I have a very structured diet. I don't do that now. Because at my level, there's no way I could get away with doing that. Otherwise, I would not make any progress. But when I first started, I didn't have no issue doing that.
That's crazy. A guy your size. I mean, you're not like maybe if you were like a 190 pound 212 guy, I could maybe understand that. But because I mean, you're like what? You're 6 foot tall. What's your height?
5'11".
5'11". So, and then what body weight you competing at? Around like 250s, isn't it?
No, close to 270s.
270s, and you're struggling to eat like.
But like I said, I'm not eating like that anymore.
Right. Okay.
Because I think people misunderstand. They think that when I was saying how I eat back then, people thought that I was telling them the secret is to eat like that. I'm like, no.
1 meal a day, I die.
That's not the way for you to eat. I'm just saying, literally back then, there's nothing that I could have done to eat anymore.
So you're a bodybuilder that struggles to eat food. I mean, honestly, that you're an anomaly, Max. You're an anomaly because most bodybuilders are just eating machines.
I mean, if people think I'm lying, just ask. I remember when I worked with Factory, he would tell you how little that I eat, and I'll still be able to maintain all my size because he was telling me one time he was going over the food. We were sitting down going over the food. I remember him telling me because he had just had one of his bikini girl that just came to see him.
You wait more.
He was just she's like, dude, what the fuck? She's eating more than you. I'm like, yeah, that's.
Oh my God.
Even my girl always said most of the time she tell me, yeah, she eat more than me, and that's because when I was with my daughter's mother when we were still together, like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah. When
I said I was eating one meal, that was me forcing myself to eat. Because people do not understand. I don't like to talk about this because people take. I don't know why people take it too hard. They take it very serious. They think you're full of shit. You're lying.
Yeah.
No, I'm just telling you the struggle that I go to eat. I remember when I was with her, she used to call my mother because she thought that I was so unhappy that I was torturing myself to not eat.
What, you thought an eating disorder because you were so.
My mother to say, like, your son refused to eat.
Wow.
Meanwhile, it was just a struggle. Like my mother would tell her, nah, he's always been like that since he was a little kid. Because imagine, I'm in Haiti, a country where everybody's poor, nobody have food.
Right.
And I can eat. I have no food, but I can eat. So that's something that I've always struggled with. It's not like I'm here saying that, the secret for you to be big like me is to not eat. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that's an issue that I have that slowly that I'm trying to fix. That's always going to be, I know that's always going to be my downfall. And I don't want to be one of those guys that say, if only I could have done this, done that, I couldn't make it so much further. And I feel like that's where I'm heading if I don't get that thing fixed.
That must be a very frustrating thing to be a bodybuilder that doesn't really, it's like saying you don't enjoy training, but you do it anyway. It's like, it's a big part of bodybuilding. But the thing is, it's actually worked for you, and like you said, you have managed to get a structure and you can follow plans, and it's not massively easy for you to do that.
Yeah, it's the hardest part for me. It's very, very hard. I mean, doing prep, once I get structure and I cut down juice, soda and stuff like that, and I get more structure, it's usually takes me like by the time I reach like maybe 4 or 5 weeks, then my craving might be a little better.
Okay.
But all the way up to that is just pure hell.
Wow.
It's like a big struggle all the way until I get to the end of restricting myself from drinking any kind of juice and having any kind of sweet. All the way to the end, that's when I might have a little bit of craving. But all the way up to that is just freaking. It's every time I have to eat, I feel like I'm torturing myself.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so where are you now on the points? Are you qualified for the Olympia?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I'm at a point.
Good. So, I mean, obviously 8 weeks to go. You're how are you feeling for going into the Olympia?
I feel good. I don't have any pressure on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just, you know, doing what I can. You know, just prepping. I like prepping like that without any pressure, because I know going into the Olympia is not gonna be anybody's eyes on me, so I don't have no big expectation. So it's pretty similar going into the Arnold, and I love being in this position because that's when I'm most dangerous.
Yeah, you're most dangerous when no one's counting on you. Yeah. Because, well, like I said, I was one of the ones who was sleeping on you, mate. I didn't expect that at the Arnold Classic. I was just like, like I said, I was like, holy shit. You know, he's really pulled it out the bag, and I love seeing that because it really kind of, you know, it's, you know, when you kind of have an expectation of how someone's going to do in their next show because you saw him looking at they were great the last, and you think, oh, he's kind of on the slide now.
That's it.
And you bounce back.
Yeah, because if I was the judges, I would think the same thing of myself. I probably wouldn't even pay attention to me.
Yeah.
because of my last showing, I'm another disappointment. That's what I would say.
So, have you got any intentions of maybe doing the Romania in 3 weeks?
Oh, hell no.
No, really? Come on, qualify for next year.
No, why would I do that? I'm taking a break right now. I need to chill, give my body a break.
So you'll have a chill for 2-3 weeks and then a 5-6 week, all the way to the Olympia.
Exactly. Romania, nah, forget that. Nope.
Okay.
Because that's what, you know what, that's what I've done. That's what I did last year, trying to hit every little single show, trying to see if I can get qualified.
Yeah,
I didn't, that weird. That only just kept me prepping for since when I started prepping since last April.
God.
That's like, and I'm still going.
Yeah, but you're tired. But you're just like, it must be kind of disheartening when you're pushing harder and your body's kind of just not playing ball, you know?
Yeah, well, luckily so far, you know, my body just been responding. So I have 8 more weeks. Hopefully, just keep going. You know, my body's still responding. I hope that's the case.
Yeah. Have you had any issues training during the pandemic and everything, or have you been okay?
No, I think everybody got some kind of issues because there was no gym. So I was only able to train at a friend garage with limited equipment. So I didn't really have no equipment. Wow. So yeah, it was, you boys still got to make it work. Yeah. Luckily for me, I had that. Plus I had the newbie, the machine. Okay. That thing came so handy during that pandemic because with that machine, I can make something out of nothing. Right. Just say, where I was training, I only had a leg press machine. Yeah. I had to make that work. All I had to do is crank that sucker up, and the intensity on that muscle is just so much more now. So, for the sake of the viewers, explain what this newbie machine is. Well, when you use it for training, it contract the muscle. So now imagine that when you're training, you have to get a mind-muscle connection. Yeah. When you're training, the machine do that for you. It connect your mind to your muscle, so you get so much more contraction to your muscle while you're training. So this is different to the one that Brad Rowe has. Is it the different one to the one that Brad Rowe has? Is that the one that? Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Oh, it's the same thing, right? Okay. I didn't realize it helps recruit muscle fiber. I thought it just reads what stimulus you're placing upon the muscle. Oh no, it recruit the muscle fiber. It just contract the muscles. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm a bit clearer now. Right. Okay. So you manage. That's what you use to try and with very limited. But you know what? How many athletes and how many bodybuilders I've spoke to, on this show about they just had barbells and dumbbells and basic equipment, and they've somehow still managed to improve their physiques. Yeah, you have to. You'll be surprised. I mean, my training, the way I train now, changed a lot because of the pandemic. Even though I have a full-blown gym now because I go to Bev. Yeah. But the way I look at training now is a little bit different because I had to use so much of my own mind to make up stuff that I figured out a whole lot of different ways of training that I can incorporate now into my own training, even though I have a full facility. Are you saying you train lighter or stricter? What are you getting at? Stricter. Okay. Yeah. Because of not having limited stuff, you have to make lighter stuff feel heavy. So which means you have to be more strict.
Yeah.
So now, and I see how that feel, and so I kind of incorporate that now into my normal training.
Yeah. So have you managed to get any sessions in with Milos? Do you train that style of training with the giant sets and all that, or is that?
I haven't done any session. I mean, we've done some training session when I'm there at the show, because it's not like I'm going full blown like when I'm like one day out.
Yeah.
So those I've done, but it's like far as like a real training session. No, we haven't done those. And I've tried on my own. I've tried his training style for legs, and I've actually done that before I started working with him.
So what's the what is that like? So you're saying giant sets for legs is improving your legs?
No, his training style.
Yeah. Oh, you said the for your legs.
I did it. I did it before I started working with him.
Oh, okay.
It did work. Really, really good. When I did it, and I've done it. I think I've done it all the way up to the lockdown. But once the lockdown happened, like I said, I couldn't do that training style because I only had one machine. So his training style was like jump from this to this to this to that. So when the lockdown happened, I only had one leg press machine that I was using, so I couldn't do that training style. So I figured another way for me to actually train the hell out of my legs without going from place to place. So I've actually liked that better, what I did during the lockdown.
Good. What's this post I saw where you said to Milos that you don't train your arms much, and Milos says just go and train the hell out of them? Tell us about this.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's what he wants. I asked that.
Come on, get him big, get him huge, extra huge.
No, he really wants me to blow him up. I'm like, the hell would I want to do that for? Come on, seriously. It's like arms. I'm not gonna. I don't want to. He really wants me to really train them hard. My arm, my shoulder, just make him bigger.
So let's clarify.
I was training arm. I think on Friday.
Yeah.
And I was actually kind of pushing really hard, and then for a second I caught myself. I said, "What the hell am I doing?" I'm almost to the point where I'm about to sweat. I said, I'm not supposed to sweat on arms.
Can't sweat training arms, guys. Max says so. Wow. So when you say you train your legs, your arms very often, how often do you normally train them, or is it a case of intensity?
You're breaking up.
Sorry, is it a case of training intensity or frequency with your arms? You're just not training very often or not very hard?
No, I don't. I train them, but I don't train them out. Like my arm training between bicep and tricep is like 20 minutes.
Shit. And you get arms like Max. Okay, yeah. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, so let's talk about the Olympia. What was your response when you heard that Phil Heath was coming back?
I was like, great. I was happy.
Expand?
I was happy. I think all of us athletes and fans, because most people, for all of us, I'm telling everybody now, we're not just athletes. Because before we became athletes, we were also fan of the sport. Yeah. And that fan part of you is never going to leave. So we still get the excitement when we know somebody like Phil Heath going to come back. I was very happy and excited that he's coming back, because besides being an athlete, I'm also a fan. And I love to see people like him around. Yeah. Do you think he can win 8? I mean, anybody that thinks he can win is crazy. Of course he can win. He won it 7 times. I mean, how much more can he prove that he can win it? Yeah. What about a fully fresh Brandon with a year just to do one show though, without the Arnold and Classic to try and peak for as well? What do you think he can do? Do you think he can retain the title? Of course, Brandon can definitely retain the title. I think Phil can win, and also Brandon can do enough to retain the title. Is it gonna be easy? No. I mean, I don't think he expected to be easy either. Yeah. I think it's gonna be exciting Olympia this year, mate. I think it's. Well, do not mention me, because I'm no factor. Come on, no, we're sleeping on you, mate. Again. Right in your face. We're talking about 2 other dudes. They're not even here. We're sleeping on you, mate. We're sleeping. Well, you said you don't like pressure, so I thought, well, I'll leave your name out of it then. No pressure. Don't put no pressure on me. I'm even here. He's chilling for the next couple of weeks now. So, okay, Max. Well, this has been absolutely fantastic, mate. I'm so glad we got you on finally. And it's funny because when we were at the Tampa, because you're quite a quiet speaker, we were in there. I remember, actually, if you watch that interview, I'm nodding
nodding, but I couldn't hear a word you were saying because it was so noisy.
I speak because I have a deep voice and I speak very low.
Yeah.
It's very hard for people to hear me and understand me.
It was so noisy in that room, though, Max. It was so noisy in that room. I couldn't hear a thing. And if you look at me, I'm nodding, going, and I didn't have a clue what you were saying because I couldn't hear you. So I'm going, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
He was faking it.
Yeah, I'm totally faking it.
I was pretty much talking to myself.
So I was like, oh, tell me about this 1 meal a day thing. Tell me what it's 1 meal a day. So.
That's why you thought that I said what I said. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it. I'll go back and watch it again. So, yeah, well, mate, it's like I said, you've been one of the biggest, I think one of the best surprises of the year for what you did. I mean, the Arnold Classic, it was so, I love to see guys bounce back like that and really shock everyone. When, like you said, no one was really counting on that happening. It was a real, like I think Patrick Moore was at Olympia last year. There's always a talking point of a show, of a big show, like the Olympia or the Arnold's and you were the talking point, mate. You were the talking point of the Arnold Classic. Everyone was just completely blown away by what you brought with your physique. And, it was just, because like you said, no one saw that one coming, mate.
Yeah. You fought out a little bit, but I think I got the gist of what you said. Yeah, definitely it's a good position to be in. Yeah. I mean, I love the outcome of the Arnold. Not my placing, because going in there, I already knew exactly what to expect. And I had one job. Mm-hmm. And that was to bring my best. Well, and I felt like I did that to the best of my ability. So going into this Olympia, it's going to be the same mindset. Because same thing again, it's not going to be much of expectation for me. But trust me, I'm going to do my part. I guarantee you, when I hit that stage, for myself, I have to bring my best. Well, I have to bring my best for myself. That's my only goal. Yeah. I'm not expecting to be on top this, top that. For myself, I have to leave Vegas knowing that Maxx killed it. And there's no better feeling than for myself to know that I did my absolute best. And I think after the Arnold, felt like I was really good at the show that I did last weekend. Chicago. Mm-hmm. But it was not at the level that I was at the Arnold. Because if I was from the back, the Arnold, the difference was from the front and the back, I was very dry in condition and detail. Yeah. The Chicago Pro, I was good from the front, but my back, my glute was not as sharp. So now, but I was bigger in Chicago than I was in the Arnold. Yeah. So now the goal going into the Olympia is to keep and even add more size that I've already have. Yeah. And bring that crazier condition or even better that I bought from the Arnold with more fullness and roundness. That's all I want to do. Anywhere that I place doesn't really matter to me. I just want to do my part. Because
the thing is, once you've set the bar at a certain level, that's what you're always going to be compared to. So if you can come in bigger for the Olympia in the condition that you were at the Arnold Classic, you're going to make a dent, mate. Let's face it.
No, we're not gonna say if. We're gonna say after.
I like this guy. Do you know what, mate? I'm seeing I'm seeing the mindset here, mate. I'm seeing it. I'm getting it. I'm getting a good.
After I come in better condition and with the new size and fullness and roundness, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, drop the mic. Oh, okay then, Max. Well, I'm excited to see it, mate, because like I said, I was like, my eyes popped out on stalks when I saw you in Columbus, mate. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was incredible. So, yeah, I'm just hoping that, I'm interested to see what you're going to be looking like, mate. It's going to be exciting. And like I said, it's going to be a new venue. It's the end of the year of a very, very, very challenging year for everyone. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be an extra special one this year, mate.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be one hell of a show. Yeah. I think it's going to be a great show. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah. All right then, Max. Well, this has been great, mate. And I promise not to leave it another 3 years before we speak again.
All right. The best is yet to come for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you heard it here first, guys. Okay then, Max. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in December, mate.
All right, bro.
Bye-bye. Take care, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On The Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from somewhere in America, Olivia Bian. Yes! Olivia, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. But now I'm ready for Olympia, so I'm not sure I'm okay. I'm scared.
Well, the obviously the huge news was you winning the Chicago Pro. So congratulations, Olivia. You must be so happy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. I
Yeah.
always think about this, but I need to move on. So
To the Olympia now.
yeah,
Yeah.
just move on. Keep training. Keep work hard. Then go to Olympia. My dream is get top 5. So
Top 5. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So the first time I really heard about you was for the Arnold Classic back in March, and tell me what happened. You flew to America and they would not let you compete. Is that true? Tell us the story.
So last year I got chance get points. I get top 3 in U.S. competition. So I have chance to go to Arnold. So then I came to U.S. before the Arnold. I'm so excited and scared too. And then virus came. It's terrible. Then the Arnold City, the boss said the 5 countries athletes, you not come. You can't come for competition. So China is the one. So I can't go to the Arnold. So I'm almost crazy because I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I put every shit in my package, then I'm ready to go. Then the email say, "Oh, sorry, my darling, you can't come." Then my face like, "What?" I say, "Please, I'm begging you. I just ready to drive car. Come here." They say, "We try, but we can't because this is not competition. It's city boss say no." So I say, "Okay, because you are in US, you need to follow the rules." Okay. Then I calm down. Then I fucking angry. Then I drive car to the mall. Then eating.
Yeah. Oh wow! You started eating lots.
Yeah, then I finish eating. I eating maybe all months. Then I scare virus too. I scared. I think, oh my God, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. So I staying home, no training. Then just eat. Then I'm fat again and happy fatty girl. And then I heard Olympia will continue. Then I said, what? I have a chance. I need to do something. So I keep training, keep cardio, then less fat. Then I go to the first competition is New York Pro Show, but I'm still fat because I'm focused on Chicago Pro. So I asked my coach Trey Hart. I say, can I go to New York show? Maybe I have chance. He said, well, you the body is not the time.
Yeah.
I said, we can try. He said, yeah, you can try, but it's really hard. I said, I'm okay with it's really hard. I can do that. So I'm really hard work, but I'm still not too lean. So I got top 9. And then I'm a little sad, but it's okay. And the Bob, Bob?
Bob Chick.
Bob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, girl, your shape is good. Your shape looks good. Your muscle is good, but you are not enough lean. So don't think about lose muscle. Don't think about the shit. Just lose your fat.
Yeah.
5 pounds. I said, yes. Then a lot of guys told me this, said, you just need lose 3 or 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, I'm gonna die on the cardio machine. Okay. So then I did. Yeah. Then I got champion. I can't believe that because, the last one is top 9. So I don't even think about champion. I just think about, God, please let me top 3.
Yeah.
Like that. Then, and I confused about the everything when I on the stage because I never move left to right. I never move. So I don't even think am I in the middle? Am I in the top one?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not sure. Then some people say you are top two. Then some people say you are champion. You will win. Don't worry about this. Just calm down and dance on the stage. Show your dance.
Yeah.
Your routine. I say, you sure? I'm not sure. They say, girl, calm down. And calm down. So until afternoon, then they said, you champion. Then my face like, what? Because my English is not too good. So when they say top two, it's not my name. I say, what? Top two is not my name. So what is my place? Is that mean champion? I'm not sure. But anyway, cameraman. They have a lot of cameraman is my friend because I'm always shooting with them and always beautiful. Then they love me, okay? And I'm professional for shoot. So they think I'm pretty professional model. So they love me. So they say
oh, you won, okay.
Yeah, I'm on the stage. Then they are not, but they there. Then they just number one. Then I say, what? Then
we saw the photographs where you were going, you jumped. I think did you jump in the air or?
Yeah, because I think many times if I have champion, because a lot of girls champion, they cry. I think, oh, I got it. I will cry too because it's unbelievable. So I'm ready for cry, but I didn't. I just jump. I have no idea why I jump. I'm just crazy.
So Olivia, when you've been in America since what? February, March? Since when?
I'm came January, then till now maybe 10 months.
Wow. So have you been able to fly back, or what is it? Are you stuck in America, or do you want to be there?
Yeah, I stuck in America.
Okay.
Because the virus came, then the plane tickets are really, really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, okay, stuck here more cheap.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So So whereabouts are you based now in America? Where are you staying? Where?
Oh, I stay in South Carolina.
The
city name is Greenville, and I have boyfriend out here. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great then.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim. I save a lot of money for apartment.
So, are you planning to go back to China, or are you looking to stay in America permanently?
Oh, now I still think about back my country.
Yeah. Sorry, we just lost a bit of connection there, Olivia. Sorry, you were saying about you wanted to go back to China and where you're going to sort of locate yourself.
Yeah, after Olympia, then maybe after the Christmas, maybe I think I will go back my country. If the future of the people really love my shape, my muscle, and I have good place, maybe I will think about try to stay in US.
Yeah. Well, if your boyfriend's in America, he's it's going to be expensive flying back and forth.
Yeah, but we met in China.
Oh, okay.
He had job in China.
Okay.
So then we met each other. Then I'm just in the gym. Then I finished training. I'm so tired, Then he saw me. Then he talked with me. Then he's so excited, like, he said, I never see the big muscle like that. I said, really?
Yeah.
And I say, he said, are you athlete? I say, oh yeah, I'm bodybuilder, like that.
To give him a bicep pose.
We tried to date, blah blah. Then he got a chance go back US because the job better. Okay. Then he asked me, he said, I need to leave or stay. I said, of course, everything about money, dude, you need to leave. I'm okay with that. So he back, and sometimes I will came to US visit him.
Yeah.
Then, so I knew I'm staying in Greenville.
Okay.
I needed to find some good gym. So I knew Monique. I knew my coach, Trey Hart. So in Greenville.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got a lot of American fans. I mean, surely America is. I mean, you could you just go back and forth? I mean, it's once or twice a year. I think America likes you, Olivia. America likes you.
Yeah, because I like America too. I like the fast food. I'm crazy.
Not pre-contest though.
You're from England, right?
I'm from England. Yes.
Yeah, I love England fast food too. I love fast food. That's why I have big muscle.
So you have big muscles because you like fast food. Wow, that's what we got to do. Eat burgers now to look like that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I love the fast food. This is my problem.
So, Olivia, you won Chicago. Now, obviously, the next for you now, it's the Olympia in 8 weeks' time.
Can you say again? I'm not sure.
So it's the
What's the question?
You've won Chicago, and now it's the Olympia in 8 weeks' time. How do you feel?
Oh, the feel is sometimes excited, like, oh, girl, you got it. Sometimes it's, oh my God, I'm so fat. I need to do something. I need I need a crazy cardio. I need 4 or 5, 6 hours cardio every day. I need to do something. Oh my God, I'm so fat. Like that.
Okay, so how's your coach?
Today I have good mood. Today I feel I'm got it. I'm good.
Good. So you say you want to make top 5 at the Olympia this year?
This is my dream.
Yeah.
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 But I'm not sure because I'm a new guy, so.
Yeah, I saw the pictures, I saw all the footage and everything from Chicago. You did look very, very good in Chicago. Like I saw you at the New York, and the condition wasn't there, but the condition was there for Chicago. So I think top 5 could be a realistic goal for this year.
I hope so. Yes. Yeah. Every American people, they love my legs. I'm really appreciate that because Asia, in Asia every Asian people, not just Chinese, I say Korea, Japanese, nobody love big legs.
Oh, really?
We love long legs, model, long legs, See, when I saw the Monique first time, I saw her walking.
Yeah.
Then I said, "Oh my God, your legs so long and so much muscle, so hard."
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, that's why my legs not too big."
Yeah.
Then she is sad, but my face like, "What? You got long legs, girl." My legs so short. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Oh, I don't like short legs. I'm Chinese. Asian people not really love short legs,
but a lot of the male Chinese and Korean bodybuilders, the 212 guys, they've all got incredible legs. All of them. Amazing.
Yeah. We confused the two. We confused why we got the short legs. We so sad. Why we can't like the American, England people or Europe people, long legs, long arms, sexy girl. We want like that. Then you want to look like us. We confused.
Yeah. So who are you excited to be going up against at the Olympia? Who are you most wanting to stand next to?
Well, I'm not sure the question.
Oh, so are you looking forward to maybe getting comparison compared to Shanique or some of the other girls, or like Sarah Villegas, or? Oh,
you mean talk with them? Or
no, compare pose on stage next to compare.
Oh, of course I want with Shanique.
Yeah,
she is amazing. She have the shape like crazy. Her shape like not like human. It's like God.
like a god.
I really love the shape. So if we can, I can stand by her. I'm crazy. I'm excited.
Yeah.
They are every athlete. They are top for me. I can see them in television or internet.
Yeah.
I will never see them face to face. So for me, they are like movie star.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So who is your favorite women's physique of all time? Who do you think is the best women's
Juliana.
physique? I knew you were gonna say Juliana. I knew it.
So I need to tell you the story because I told you the Asian people, we don't love short legs. So a lot of people told me, You are not good. Your shape not good. And
Really?
why you can't do good? Because you are short.
No.
Then I told them, you are wrong. The Juliana is she is short too. She got Olympia champion. So they say, yeah, she got champion because her shape, her muscle is full.
Yeah.
She's beautiful muscle, beautiful shape. You are not.
Really?
Then I say, exactly. I said, really, I can work hard.
Yeah.
I need the time. I will prove this.
Yeah.
So I always watched her routine and her shape. I think I need training like that. I need that shape. I need, because I'm short, similar like her.
Yes.
Then I try to make my shape close to her.
You do, Olivia. You do. Your shape is very,
Really?
very similar to. It is very, very similar.
Oh my God!
You're like
make my day.
You're a Chinese version of Juliana Melican.
Oh my God! I love the name. I love the name. I need to show my every fans. I got the new name, Chinese Juliana.
So, have you always competed in women's physique?
I have no choice. I tried bikini.
You tried it?
Then yeah, when I beginning the training, 2 years, then the bodybuilding is canceled.
Yeah.
So in China, then people told me, don't play bodybuilding. They canceled. Do you understand?
Right.
You need to try the other things. I say, what? I'm training for bodybuilding. Now you told me canceled. What can I do? They say bikini.
No.
I say, are you slap my face? Are you serious? If I look like a bikini girl, then a lot teachers told me you need to try.
Okay.
I say, okay, I try. Then I do this. Then I'm so good. I have really good abs. I think I'm good than them because I have really good abs.
Yeah.
I don't even think about legs. I'm not good. I'm not good. So I ask the judge, I say, why I'm not in the first call? Then the judge said, yeah, you really good. You walk is sexy, but the shape and the legs and the arms, this is not from beginning, you know?
Yeah.
This is not a good level for you. You need to try the other level. So I tried the figure. I tried something.
Oh, you did figure as well. You did figure. You did bikini, figure, and then eventually you did women's physique. And yes, bingo.
Yeah. Then people say, you good for women's physique. I say, I love women's physique too, so I can try this.
So you did. Okay. So when did you start competing then, Olivia?
When did you start?
What year?
November. Till November.
No, how many years ago did you start competing?
7 years ago.
Oh, 2013, and then you went bikini, figure, women's physique, and now you're at the top level of women's physique.
I'm always women's physique. Actually, I just try one time bikini, one time figure, but the place is not good. So I think women's physique is the best for me.
Definitely. What about now that female bodybuilding has come back to the Olympia? Would you ever do you always see yourself staying as women's physique, or would you ever switch to female bodybuilding if you keep growing?
Oh, I don't think so. I think about this before.
Yeah.
The bodybuilding back, I'm so excited. I say, could I do this? But I'm too short. So if for bodybuilding, I think my legs it's okay, but my upper body is not too big.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. So I asked my coach. He said maybe I can try both. But we don't know. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about the back because I love bodybuilding and I love a lot of top athletes like Iris and Monique. They have good sexy shape.
Yeah.
In China we don't love big muscle girl.
Okay.
We don't love it. Even me, they say you too big. But I'm crazy for muscle. So I love the shape. I love the muscle. I always told Chinese fans, I said, woman's physique or bodybuilding is not like your think. It's female style. It's still like female shape.
Yeah.
You can't like if you too crazy, too big, no beautiful shape, you will lose. You will down. And if you want to be champion, you still need sexy shape.
Yeah.
Like abs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. So if you got X shape, you will not ugly. You will sexy goddess.
Sexy goddess.
I always told them.
Well, I've got an X shape, and I'm not a sexy goddess. So who's winning the Miss Olympia then, Olivia? Who's winning the female bodybuilding this year? Who's going to win?
You ask me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Who will win the woman's physique?
The bodybuilding.
Oh, the bodybuilding.
Yep, you mentioned a few names.
Don't ask me. This is a dangerous question. I don't answer.
Come on, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
My favorite, of course, it's Monique.
Monique Jones.
She's my friend. I want she win.
So you think you would like to see Monique Jones win the Miss Olympia this year in Las Vegas?
Of course, if she win, she is Miss O. Who am I? I'm Miss O friend. Of course, it's cool.
Yeah. I see the logic there. So are you? Have you been to the Olympia yet? Have you even been to one?
Oh, I never go to Olympia
You've
because
never
I
been.
promise for God. I say, God, if I never have chance to go to Olympia, I will never watch.
Really?
Go there to watch. I will never until I got a chance to go for competition.
Yeah.
So gotta say, this is the time.
Wow. So I imagine, Planet Hollywood, Zappos Theatre. I can imagine you're very, very excited to go to Las Vegas to compete on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So also, our producer said, I'm not going to produce today unless I see Olivia's sword that she won at Chicago. So please show the sword to keep him happy.
You're so crazy,
Look at that. Oh, they are killing. Well, they are. Are you happy now? Are you happy? He's happy now. Yeah, he's smiling.
You were my first choice.
Love it. That's a very...
I have power.
She-Man. No, it's not She-Man. Yeah. She-Ra. Yeah, okay. What about the male bodybuilding? Do you follow that, or are you a fan of male bodybuilding?
Oh, yeah.
Who's winning the Mr. Olympia then?
I love a lot male bodybuilder. I love the Kai Green, actually.
Oh, you like Kai Green?
Because his routine is very beautiful, like art.
Yeah.
And I love Jay Cutler because he's really handsome.
Okay.
Then I love Warren, and he's handsome too. I just love handsome bodybuilder.
Okay. So which handsome bodybuilder is winning this year?
What?
Which handsome bodybuilder is winning the Mr. Olympia this year?
This year I'm not sure. I focus on myself. So
good. I like that. Olivia. I like to hear that. And what's this? I was looking on your Instagram. You do cosplay.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Oh, I have 2 times cosplay. 2 times. First time in China, I have competition, and they say you need welcome to our competition. I say, dude, I'm pro. I can't enjoy your competition. I don't want to do this. This is not pro show. Then he say it's cosplay. I say, okay, I did. I want to try Chun-Li.
Chun-Li, Street Fighter.
Make makeup, and you need routine. Then this is good for me because I'm good for this.
Yeah.
Then the other girl, they so beautiful too, but they are bikini girl.
Okay.
They're beautiful for pose, but they are not beautiful for routine.
Yeah.
I can do a lot of crazy things. So they lost. I'm champion. Get money, get popular. I'm so cool.
Wow.
Then last year I came to US, go to the Long Beach. The Long Beach have the competition, and they have same time. They have a cosplay show. So I go to HM, buy the Superwoman suit.
Okay,
So
Supergirl.
I say then I go there. Then I very sexy move walk with people. Then a lot of people say, "You're so good. I want to take a picture with you." Then I'm so excited. Then I do this, do that. Even have the policeman. They find me, say, "Please take a picture with us." And they show me a paper. The paper like, "Please join our police station," like that.
Okay.
Office. Then I do this. I feel I'm so cool.
I think that is cool. That's very cool. Have you? Would you consider a Chun-Li guest posing?
Oh, I have big legs. It's easy for me.
Supergirl guest posing at an NPC show.
NPC show?
You know, like a guest posing. You know, as a guest star, guest appearance, dressed as Supergirl or something. A theme routine.
Oh, I never do this.
You are Guys, seriously, promoters, get on to Olivia. I think we should get some themed guest posing routines from you in America at NPC shows all year round.
Okay.
She's not feeling that one. Yeah, Olivia's not feeling that one. She's not interested. Okay, yeah. Okay, Olivia. Well, this has been absolutely amazing, and I'm really, I'm so happy you won Chicago. And I follow all your social media. I think it's brilliant. Find it very entertaining. There's a lot of personality and a lot of, it's you're a real breath of fresh air for bodybuilding. For women's physique. And I'm very excited to see how you'll do and how you'll look in Las Vegas, because I think top 5. I think you could do it. I really, really do.
Okay, so do I need to die on the cardio machine?
No burgers. Next 8 weeks.
Okay, I'm so sad. Okay, I would do it.
Okay,
I'm appreciating you told me that. Make me have energy to training, focus on training and more cardio. And I'm appreciating you interview me, because my Chinese my Chinese is really good, but my English is not too good. So I have to say, if you can take my Chinglish these longer time, you are pretty cool too.
Well, your English is better than my Chinese.
Okay, I know it. It's really hard.
Okay, Olivia. Well, I'll see you in 2 months' time in Las Vegas, and hope to see you in that first call out and in that top 5.
Okay, thank you so much, and see you soon.
Okay, thank you, Olivia. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Bye-bye. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On The Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from New York, Chicago Open Pro champ, Aki Williams. Yes! Good morning, Akim. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, this guy, Akim, Kalim, we've got very similar names. Kalim, this guy's always smiling, and I think he's smiling extra because he's just won the Chicago Pro. Mate, so you must be. What have you done since the show? How does it feel? You won a big pro show now, the last qualifier for the Olympia. How do you feel?
Man, it was a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling because last year, I took a whole bunch of second places.
Yes.
So it's just a great feeling to finally be back in the winning circle again.
Yeah, I mean that was the last, because you got 7th at the Arnold Classic. I thought you looked fantastic at the Arnold. And then you really left it to the very last minute to qualify. I mean, was that nerve-wracking, kind of taking the last show to qualify?
Well, I mean, being that I'm from New York, New Jersey, everything over here was in shambles, in terms of the gyms being closed and everything like that. So I didn't really have a choice, I had to see where everything was gonna fall before I pick a show, because I didn't want to pick a show and then it got canceled. Because right after the Arnold, I was going to go to the St. Louis Pro to get a qualification there, and then that got canceled. Oh. And then a whole bunch of shows after that got canceled, like Boston got canceled. Yeah. So I was kind of left with only option was like Chicago.
Okay, so when did you start your prep then? Did you start prep then come off it like some of the other guys did?
No, I actually started 8 weeks out.
Oh, 8 weeks out? Seriously?
Yeah, I did like an 8-week prep, yeah.
Wow. So why did he not maybe go for the New York Pro or the Tampa?
Well, New York, my right after the Arnold, my grandma passed away from the virus.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I was dealing with that a little bit. You know, I had to get my mind right and stuff like that, dealing with that. And then I wanted to do New York, but we were all up in the air about, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Because they keep pushing back the dates. They keep canceling, like pushing back the dates. And then like about 5 weeks out, they said they was moving it to Florida.
Yeah.
So I know in my heart, I couldn't get in shape in 5 weeks.
In 5 weeks, 8 weeks is pushing it, mate. But 5 weeks, I think that's definitely not achievable.
8 weeks is doable. 5 weeks, I would have looked a hot mess on stage.
Okay, so at what point? Because I'll be honest, I was watching like sort of photo. I mean, it was like kind of what we would get, the images we're getting from MD and whatever I could kind of access. And at the judging, I actually had Justin winning it because he won straight firsts. But what happened at the night show? Because you looked so much better at the night show. It was so, you looked, I can't explain how different you looked in just a few hours. Well, how did you do that?
For pre-judging, we wanted to come in a little bit flatter.
Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't really carb up like that. We probably had like one carb meal and it was clean carbs, you know, just some cream of rice and stuff like that. So for the pre-judging, we came a little bit flat, so my muscles was not popping as much as they needed to.
Yeah. And
then we went back to the finals, and my coach Oscar is just like, all right, let's add the carbs in now.
Because thing is, you're a physique that's very round, full. Your muscles are very kind of like. So if you're not full, you look soft. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. At the judging, I thought, oh, he looks a couple of weeks out here. And then he came back at the night show, and I went, holy shit! I said, what the hell has he done? And Justin kind of like he kind of flattened out a little bit, whereas you kind of just everything was just popping.
Yeah. So like backstage at the night show, everybody was just like, holy shit! What the hell did you do? We just added some carbs, man. We just went and we ate some pizza and stuff like that, and went back to the show.
You looked insane because I honestly after judging, I said, oh, Justin's got this in the bag, easy. I said, Akim, I said he's not looking his best, and he came out the night show, and it was just such a difference, you know. So how many do you know how many carbs you had, or I suppose we've had a pizza. I suppose that's going to fill you out, isn't it?
We definitely ate up, man.
Come on, how much? Tell me, give me some numbers.
Wow. I would say about maybe like 500 grams of carbs
in a few hours.
Yeah.
So
in a few hours.
And that obviously went straight to your muscle.
Yeah, because everything, literally, I felt like my skin got tighter. Like everything just started popping.
Yeah.
You know, the pump. When I was pumping up backstage, the pump was insane. You know, so I'm like, all right, we're good to go. Like I felt better. I felt more like myself, you know? Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, Justin won the judging by straight first. You won the night show by straight first. But what the rules are, if there's a tiebreaker, whoever wins the finals wins the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, because, I mean, the thing is with you, Akim, like up to about a couple of years ago, I think it was when you got second at the Toronto Pro in 2018 to Juan Morel.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because you were always about 260, 270, and you're always big and full, but you lacked that real kind of crisp conditioning. Then when you did that Toronto Pro, you came down to, it was about 249, 250.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you came down, but you gained a little bit of condition, but you kind of lost a lot of your fullness. And I was like, is this guy ever going to get the combination right? And then you came to the Olympia last year, and I think it was the Arnold last year. You kind of just everything. It was like Steve Cookler did a couple of years ago. You stepped your game up. Was that working with Oscar that really kind of was the turning point for you to get that to peak right for shows?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've been working with Oscar for like 2 years now, and I mean, you got to understand, like a lot of people don't give their coaches enough credit in terms they don't let the coaches tend to figure out their body.
Yeah.
And you know, in the beginning, we really didn't know what worked. You know, we see was trial and error and stuff like that. Even in Toronto, we see was making adjustments and stuff like that. But once we did the Arnold in 2018, and then we moved from there, and then we went to Toronto, then we went to St. Louis, we started figuring out stuff. We started figuring out, hey, this works better for me, and this worked better for me. So right now, I think we got my physique down to a science. We really know what works.
Yeah, can remember we had
what we can and what we can't do.
Can remember we were sat next to each other at the Arnold's at the breakfast the next day, and I was saying, I just, you've really started to get that combo right, because like I said, it's like when Gerard Denti, your sponsor from MHP, I was with Steve Blackman and Ron Harris at the Orleans. I think it was last year's Olympia. And Gerard says, he says, you should see Akim. He's 270 shredded. And I'll be honest, my heart sank. And I went, if he's 270, he ain't going to be shredded. Seriously, I said it. And I was like, okay, Gerard, great. Well, fingers crossed. And then you came out and you hit that side shot, the side tricep shot. I went, holy shit, he's nailed it. It was just like, because finally you got that combo right, and then you turned to the back and I was like, shit, I've never seen him this sharp from the back. And the thing is, like you said, you're a guy that needs to be full as well as sharp to really show your physique off to its best.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like people always say, like, you have such round muscle, you don't need to carb up, but they don't understand.
Oof.
If I don't carb up, I have like a very flat, like watery look to me.
Yeah.
If I don't add the right amount of carbs in before I step on stage and stuff like that.
Are you one of these guys that looks even better a few days later when you've got more food in you, or do you look worse?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think a lot of the times what hurts me is also the tanning also. Okay. Being that my skin is so dark, if I do like too much tan, it really blurs out my lines.
Oh, really?
So now I'm really figuring out, okay, I only need 2 coats of tan, that's it.
Is that it?
Doesn't matter what that's it, just 2 coats. 2 very light coats of tan, and that's it.
I remember, do you remember the British pro, Eddie Abu?
Yes.
Yeah, the big guy. He was, because he's Ghanaian, so he has very, very, very dark skin. And I remember the year he won the British finals, I think it was 1997. And finally, he looked full shredded. And he said, Giles, he said, I looked exactly like I did last year, really, in terms of condition. He says, but I just got the tanning right. He says, because the light, he said that, and I got the sheen right. He says, he put 13 coats of Protan on.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, just to get otherwise the oil and everything just absorbed into his skin. He said, I would go up there and pose and look soft because my skin is so dark.
Yes. And it's especially for the darker skin bodybuilders, people don't understand. You have to get that tanning right, Yeah, sometimes I feel like I look better without the tanning, but I don't know. I don't want to risk it and go on stage without tanning. Yeah. Especially at a big show and there's so much at stake. Yeah. I don't want to take the risk and go on stage without tanning to see how I actually look. Yeah. But maybe in the future, I'll probably just give it a shot and see,
Good. So what was your body weight for the Chicago Pro, say at the night show? Did you weigh yourself?
I probably got around maybe like 265, 260.
Oh, I was just about to say between 260 and 270, that's kind of your sweet spot, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I never want to see you below 260 again, please. Because it's like you honestly, because I remember when he came out at the Arnold last year, and I think you were stood next to Brandon Curry when he won it. You were stood right next to him because you were the first one that came out. I think Brandon was number 2. I think I remember seeing you, and I remember just saying, like, those two guys have got the same type of muscularity. So if and obviously Brandon got the conditions and he won, and so you have to be. So it's exciting to see guys like yourself, with that, getting it right finally. It's great. So. So obviously now there's no other shows now. You're shutting it down until the Olympia. What's the game plan with you and Oscar for the Olympia?
Well, he made me take a few days off. I just finished doing my cardio before I got on here. I literally just got off the Stairmaster right now. I
can see you're very sweaty across your chest there, mate.
Yeah. So I took a few days off, ate up a little bit. And now I'm back doing cardio. I got my first training session with Oscar today. So from today until like the next 8 weeks, we're just going to try to sharpen up a little bit more, just work on the abs, work on the lower back and stuff like that, and just, bring the best package I can for the Olympia.
Also,
once I could accomplish, getting more defined in the abs, more details in the lower back, I could stand there with the best of them.
Something else I noticed, your midsection's smaller this year.
Yes.
Was that deliberate?
Yes.
How did you manage it?
Come on,
please.
A lot of ab training, definitely a lot of ab training. That was something, I told a lot of people, I always, every time I step on stage, there's always going to be something different to my physique. I always try to make changes. I always try to improve. And one of the body parts I wanted to improve for this Chicago Pro was my abs. Yeah. And I feel like I accomplished that. And I think I want to take it even further for the Mr. Olympia because, you got guys like, Brandon got great abs. Hadi got great abs.
Yeah.
So if I could, get my abs even sharper, that would just make me feel more comfortable and standing next to guys like that,
Like you just said there, you said you want to, every time you step on stage, you want to bring something different. I mean, it was so exciting to see that. I mean, it's like there were phone pictures I was seeing, and I said, look at his midsection. I said, I've never seen it this small. I said, it makes everything, the shoulders it makes everything look even more cartoonish, because you if anything, you were bigger in the upper body, but the waistline was really tight. So fair play to you for achieving that.
Yeah. I mean, I was one of the biggest guys on stage, and I still had like the smallest waist.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely proud of that,
So what size jeans do you take around the waist?
I probably could still fit like a 32, 34, man.
Oh my God, these guys! I don't even mind 32 inches. My God, and I weigh as much as your leg. Wow.
I don't know how my leg's gonna fit in it, but my waist is definitely still, like a 32, 34,
Yeah, I was about to say, how do you get close to fit? My God. Okay. So what's the goal for the Olympia? Because I've heard on social media you're gunning for the top 6.
Yeah, definitely. I cracked the top 10 last year. Yeah. And anything outside of that is like a failure to me. So I'm definitely going for that top 6 finish. I think I have all the tools in the bag to get a top 6 finish. I just have to, stay focused. Me and Oscar just have to stick to the game plan and bring a great package. Work on presentation some more and just display my physique to the best of my ability for the Olympia.
I was so happy when you stepped on stage at Olympia last year. And for me, there was the kind of the most improved guys in the top 10 was yourself, Patrick Moore, and I think Steve Kukla. I think everybody else was not at their best. I mean, there was very few people that actually brought even what they brought the year before or in previous years. So really to see, I can't remember, all I can think about is those side shots, the side tricep where you do the side, you do the variation of the side tricep, your legs from the side, all the cuts in your legs. It was just, you completely leveled up. So where are you looking to make any improvements from now until the Olympia?
Like I said, definitely the abs, more. I definitely want to bring up my shoulders a little bit more,
Holy shit.
And the lower back, that's one of my body parts I really need to nail. If I could nail that lower back, especially in the back of the bicep, if I could get that really good condition, the Christmas tree bulging out when you hit that lower back shot, I think I could do some serious damage.
Yeah. So, I mean, how many Olympias have you done now then, Akim?
This is going to be my third Mr. Olympia.
Third. So it was last year. Was it the year before or the year before?
Yeah, 2016 I did it also.
Right. Okay. So you're really stepping up now, mate. Yeah. So I mean, Chicago was such a. I mean, have you had any problems training during the pandemic?
Well, yeah, definitely, because none of the gyms out here was open, so I had to drive like 2 hours each way to Oscar's gym out in the city.
You're kidding.
So I was doing like 4 hours of driving almost every day just to train. So it was a nightmare, man.
I tell you what, there's something about these New York bodybuilders. We had a couple of other New York bodybuilders, and they had the same. One lady said she had to go 2 hours on it was an hour and a half on the train each day, and and with the stress of traveling during the pandemic and all the paranoia and all the panic and everything. It's just, I think it's a real testament to the grit of these athletes who've just really, they've managed to kind of get through no matter what. It's incredible.
Yeah. Regardless, the world won't stop. Even if the pandemic is going on, you still got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Any thought to any other shows apart from the Olympia, beyond or before?
Well,
Romania?
Right now, for now, I'm just going to focus on Olympia.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any shows after the Olympia because it's all the way in December, so I'm not sure if there's anything after that. But if there is and I'm in shape, I might as well just jump in and get an early qualification. Because I've never had that time to just focus on the Olympia. I've always had to rush to qualify to do it and stuff like that. But if I get that top 6 finish, and I get qualified, then I'll just take some time off, let my body rest a little bit, and just focus on the Olympia for next year.
Okay, so you got the hopefully going to make the top 6 of the Olympia, or you've got Romania a few weeks out. Both qualify you for the 2021 Olympia.
Then that would take away from my Olympia prep because all the traveling and everything like that,
Yeah.
So I don't want to risk that, and then I go there, and then I'd much rather just focus on Olympia for now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm just trying to get a load of Americans over to over our side. Just want to see all the best of the best up there, and just come on, every guest I get, I'm like, come on, do Romania, do the British Grand Prix, come on. So yeah, so
I think this Olympia is a golden opportunity, you know, because I mean, with everything going on, who knows who could make it or who can't make it. So I gotta, you know, capitalize on that opportunity in terms of which competitor could get into the country or not. So I want to capitalize on that opportunity, you know.
Well, that's a very smart move. Very smart move. So let's talk about the Olympia itself. Are you excited that Phil Heath's coming back? What's your feelings on that?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, man. To stand next to the great, I would much rather compete against the best in the world.
Yeah.
You know, than just, you know. So I'm definitely excited he's coming back because I would really love to stand next to him. You know, I think he's an awesome champion, and you know I know he's gonna bring it. So it's gonna definitely help me push harder and take my physique to the next level, knowing that I'm gonna be competing against somebody at that caliber. You know.
Good. Who do you think's gonna win then?
Me, of course. Come on, man. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think I could win it.
Yourself,
you know?
excluded. Yep. You got locked yourself in your hotel room. You couldn't make it to the stage. Who wins? He's not.
Say that again?
You for some reason you get locked in your hotel room. You can't make it down to the show. So you get your times wrong. Who wins?
Oh man, it's gonna be if that's the case, then it's gonna be a battle between Phil and Brandon. Oh. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. It's gonna be a battle between Phil and Brandon.
Yeah. Were you obviously the other news recently was Flex Lewis pulling out. What's your feelings on that?
I feel for him, man. I hope that he's doing a lot better and everything like that. He definitely was excited to see what he could bring. You know, stepping up from the 212 to the open class. I know he worked his ass off to make it into the open division and everything like that. He just thought that, you know, health-wise he had to pull out. I'm not really sure what happened, so I can't really speak on it, but I wish him the best, and I hope that he stay healthy and he's able to get back to the stage pretty soon, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, he kept trying to call me a couple of nights ago, but my phone was in the kitchen. I kept missing him. So I really need to speak to him because I messaged him a few days ago and I said, look, mate, I don't want to know about anything. I said, I just want to know if you're okay because I know, you know, as an athlete, how your whole life revolves around this and everything's kind of moving towards all the expectation from yourself as an athlete on yourself, from your friends and your family, then to have to pull out of a big show like that, it must be heartbreaking.
Of course, it definitely is, man. Yeah. And especially somebody, you know, who took a year, you know, I think he took 2 years off or a year off?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, to get ready for the show, you know. So I can understand his frustration, you know.
Yeah. So how's training going? Are you still throwing around ridiculous weights or what?
Me and Oscar, we switch it up a lot, you know. We train more like a bodybuilder now in terms of like doing like a whole bunch of powerlifting stuff. Yeah. We do a lot of intense stuff, you know, a lot of high rep stuff, you know. Yeah. And I think that's been working great for my body. It's also been preserving my body pretty much, you know. Yeah, keeping me safe from injuries and stuff like that.
Please don't tear anything. In fact, actually, Khalid, this guy, what's the most you've ever squatted for several reps? Come on, give us your most impressive numbers.
The most I ever did on squats about 850.
850 pounds. Khalid, that's more than you and I can do combined. Times 10. Good. So how's it going with MHP then? You obviously are still going strong with Gerard Denty and everything. Great company. Tell us about
that. Everything is going great, man. You know, I was just up at the office yesterday. We shot some commercials with Big Victor Martinez and stuff like that. You know, nice. So everything is going great. You know, Gerard is doing great. The company is doing great. You know, I'm just excited. I'm just happy that, you know, they stuck behind me and they're able to help me fulfill my dreams and stuff like that with the support and sponsorship that I need to stay focused and keep chasing my dreams, you know. So I always got to say thank you to MHP for just standing behind me and providing me with all the help and support that I need to continue my bodybuilding career.
Good. No, I like Gerard. I got a lot of time from him. It's a very well-respected company. Victor always, and I can always tell a lot about a company about how long they have their athletes for. They like you obviously, you know, during the pandemic they could have said, sorry guys, you know, things are tight. We're gonna have to sort of, you know, but they've stuck with you. They've kept supporting you, you know, during this kind of crazy year, you know. Yeah.
You know, a lot of things have changed. You know, things are not the same. You know, everything is basically online right now. So things are definitely different. But we're adjusting. You know, we're doing more like promotions online and stuff like that. You know, so yeah, good. The company, you know, you just have to change with times. You know, you got to adapt. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, adapt to evolve, isn't it? Really, because everything's changed for everyone here this year. You know, so.
Yeah.
So
Plus, on top of that, we're coming back he's coming out with like a lot of the older products, the products that like everybody loved back in the days.
Nice.
He's bringing back all those products, so I'm very excited about that. You know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the people that know MHP from back in the days and fell in love with the different products and stuff like that will be very happy with that.
Good, because you're a bit of a good basic old school guy with your training and your approach to bodybuilding. So I'm guessing you're the same with your supplements, things that work.
Oh, of course, yeah. You know, you always go to the stuff that you used to use that worked for you back in the days. You know.
I remember the old creatine monohydrate and whey protein. Yeah. Back in that. To be honest, I think that outside of a good pre-workout and a multivit, I would never probably take anything more than those.
Yeah.
You know, so good. So going back to the Olympia, are you excited about the new venue?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. You know, I had a chance to speak to the owner of the Olympia, Jake Woods, after the Chicago Pro. I mean, he's very excited about putting on the show, and I think all the athletes are definitely excited about the new venue and what's going to happen at the Olympia. Also, you know, I think it's exciting times, and I think the production is going to be way better this time around.
Yeah, I think with regardless of the pandemic and everything that's kind of been restricting everyone, I think these guys have really stepped up, Jake and Dan. You know, they've really stepped up with, just the investment and they could have put the show off entirely this year and said, sorry guys, we could potentially lose a ton of money here. But not only have they gone ahead with it, but they've carried on and stepped up their game rather than saying, look, it's not gonna, it's tough, so we're just gonna postpone it. But they haven't. They've stuck with it. Yeah.
And we definitely, I'm sure I speak for myself and all the other athletes. We're definitely grateful for that. To be able to still have some type of normalcy, to be able to compete and stuff like that.
Yeah.
During all this pandemic and everything like that,
Good. All right then, mate. Well, I wanted to get in for an update because you're the champ of the Chicago Pro. How many wins is that now? How many pro wins is that now?
This is only my second. A lot of second places, and this is only my second pro win. So people always think, I got more pro wins than that, but they don't understand. I took second. I probably tie a record for most second place in the IFBB already.
Probably you and Chris Cormier.
Probably.
Yeah, I got poor guy at the Arnold. Was it 7 second places at the Arnold Classic? Poor guy. So, you're moving forward. That's the main thing, mate. And regardless of everything that's gone on this year, you've managed to still improve your physique. You've toughed it out. You've spent 2 hours driving each way. You've stepped your game up. Your physique's improved. Your waist is smaller. And you've got a nice big win there, which will carry a lot of momentum going into the Olympia in December.
Yeah, definitely. Because you imagine, last year, I actually went into the Olympia in points.
Yes.
And I still cracked the top 10. So going in with a win and having that momentum, I'm definitely, like I said, aiming for that top 6 finish.
Oh, I think a nice around. I've got 263 in my head. I could see you looking perfect at 263 on the Olympia. That's a magic number. In the first call out, some of the bigger names looking a bit glum when you get called out in front of them. They're going to be like, "Oh, Akim's pulled ahead of us. Damn." Yeah. All right then, mate. Well, I'll see you hopefully at the Olympia. Hopefully I can get over. It's I think we're finding a way. I think they're flying through Canada or something. But yeah, I'm really excited for you, mate. And it's I'd be interested to see you moving up again. And I'd love to see you crack the top 6. I think it'd be a real nice way to end the year for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Akim, and I'll speak to you very soon, mate.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, we're going to do a Chicago Pro Open review. 212 as well. So let's go to the first call-outs from the Chicago Pro, taken from the MD YouTube account. Okay, can you turn the volume down a little bit, please, mate? There we go. Beautiful. Okay, who we got here? Okay, this is the first call-out. On the left here, we have Max Charles. He was in 3rd place. Second along, Phil Klaha. Phil had a very good placing at the Tampa Pro a couple of months ago, and then he dropped to, I think it was 10th at the New York Pro, and he really managed to claw back his conditioning. It's this guy here. Fantastic. Huge guy, massive back from Jamaica, and featured in my MD Globe Muscle Buzz column, recently. Phil Carr, he ended up getting 8th place here. I was a bit surprised, actually, because he is first call out. First call out usually signifies you're going to be top 6. In the middle, we have Justin Rodriguez. Justin actually won this prejudging with a clean score from the judges. Aki Williams here. Akim Williams here, about, as he said on the interview we just did with him now, he was 265 pounds here. He's a big guy. I believe Justin in the middle was, I think he was around about the 250 mark. But it really was a two-man race, this show, between Akim and Justin. And on the far right, we have Nick Walker here. We had on Global Muscle a few weeks ago. I think he's 26 years. Is it 26 years? 26 years old. He just won the North American. God, look at his hamstrings there. Wow, look at that. Look at the condition. Nick actually impressed me more than I thought he was going to, actually. I wasn't sure how his physique that he displayed at the North Americans would fare here. I thought he'd maybe get outsized, but he really looked fantastic. I actually had him third place instead of Max Charles. Nick Walker in the side and the back poses absolutely blew me away. His quarter turn, his side tricep, his side chest, his riddle bicep, rear lat spread, absolutely tremendous. You'll see this when he hits the poses. There's Phil Claha there, moved to the right there. Looks absolutely fantastic. I love this guy's structure. I don't know where he's come from. I'll have to get him on Global Muscle actually find out more. Yeah, Akim at the prejudging, I had a clear second because I didn't have him winning the prejudging at all. I had Justin because Justin's peaked perfectly here. Justin Rodriguez, we had on Global Muscle last week. Oh God, look at that! I mean, that is a clear two-man race there. Max Charles looks very, very good. Oh, sorry, that's Anne Nguyen on the end. He took 6th place. Big fan of Anne Nguyen's physique. I hope I've said his last name. I'm sure I said it wrong. Big fan of this guy's physique, structure. Another guy like Akim up to a couple of years ago wasn't really nailing his condition, and then all of a sudden last year he stepped his game up and he really brought the shreds. Didn't lose any size. Look, I mean, looks full shredded there. Anne Nguyen on the left, Max Charles in third. Akim's not popping here at all. Completely different story at the night show. Oh my God. Justin takes this one. Yeah, Justin peaked beautifully here. Condition, fullness, sharpness, the separation looks tremendous. Phil Claha here. I think Phil was 4th or 5th at Tampa. Really impressed me. I think it was 5th place. Look at that back. Look at Phil's back. And look at that shot from Nick Walker there. Look at the depth of the separation in the hamstrings. Beautiful X-frame, huge arms. Everything's crisp and separated. I'm really impressed with Nick here. I was expecting him to not to actually look as good as he did here, but based upon the photos we were all seeing in the lead up and how I felt he would do, I felt maybe he'd be like 5th or 6th, but he got a solid 4th place. You had him actually 3rd, and fantastic conditioning, a real star of the future, this kid. Very impressive. Yep. Okay. Oh, Justin. That's Justin's shot, that one. Look at that. Everything's tight there. Full side tricep. Who takes this one? Oh, this is a very good shot for Nick. Look at that. With the one leg forward. Look at the size of his calves. Holy shit. Yeah. Max actually looks better here in the footage than he did in the pictures, I'll be honest. And Nguyen kind of needs to step forward a little bit. He's kind of hiding in the shadows a little bit there, which is a bit... Akim's legs. Look at the size of them, the thickness, the roundness in his upper body. I mean, he really... I mean, yeah, midsection nice and tight. Justin, for me, yeah, because I mean, Justin won this with a straight first score. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to MD if you haven't already. A little ding bell there. So, yeah, that's the shot for Justin. Yeah. I'm surprised Phil ended up in 8th. I mean, first call out. I mean, he was moved around there. So, I'm guessing at the start they had him in contention for the top 5. Then based upon whatever happened at the night show and who else they saw, it obviously pulled him down to 8th place. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the 212 first call out here at the Chicago Pro. Let's have a look. See what's what. Okay, let's go full screen. Right, okay. Who have we got? Let's have a look. Okay, on the left here, we have Austin Carr. He ended up in 2nd place. Really impressed with this guy. Look at the guy's legs. Super impressive. This was the guy that Ron Harris in the Chicago Pro preview that I did with him on Runline said, could this guy win? He reminds me of like a smaller Kevin Navarone or whatever. On the left here, Nola Dam. I believe Noel was 2nd in the New York Pro. I think it was last year. Here's a guy who really impressed me for this show as well. Fantastic quads. Lacks a bit of kind of taper from the back shots, but his conditioning was absolutely bang on here. He really stepped up, Noel Adam. He took 3rd place here today. On the left, I'm not sure who this guy is. I forgot his name now. I apologize. In the middle, we have Keon Pearson. Keon Pearson, I think he was 4th at the Olympia in the Classic last year. Made the decision this year to step up to the 212. This was a fantastic decision. He's a young kid. Keon has actually, since winning this show, he's decided he's not going to do the Olympia. He's going to take some time off because this kid has been working hard. I mean, he got 3rd at the Arnold Classic and the Classic last year. Then he, in 2 months, I've never seen such a transformation in my life. In 2 months, he went and won the New York Pro in the Classic. I believe he got 4th at the Olympia in the Classic, and then he came back for this show as a 212. Some help from Flex Wheel, I think, with his posing and some of his prep, I believe. I know he helped with some elements of his prep. I mean, look at the density, look at the separation. He's not quite as in good condition as, say, Noel or Austin, or even just Jason Lowe here. Jason Lowe always impresses me. He always looks kind of, in my opinion, he always looks kind of like good in like the progress pictures, but when he gets on stage, his physique really translates. Look at that. Everything's there. Everything. He's not missing a thing. The conditioning, separation, the roundness, the fullness, the balance. Really nice aesthetics, you know, the nice lines and the cuts. I mean, look, everything. The abs, nice midsection. It looks tremendous here. Jason Lowe. I think he got 5th place. I think he was here. But yeah, this is a really, really, really good 212 lineup. I can't remember the name of this guy. We'll bring it up on screen anyway when we edit. We do the final edit. But this guy looks great as well. Look at his legs. Wow. Okay. But yeah, Austin. I mean, Keon clearly has a superior physique, but Austin had better conditioning. So it was very, very close between these two for the win. I almost wish they'd made this show top 3 like they did the Spain show to qualify, because I'd like to have seen Austin in the Olympia. But here's a guy who's really stepping up now. He's really made himself known as a 212, a good 212. And also Jason has got through now on points. He was 2nd at the New York Pro to Dektrick Bo Lewis. We've had both guys on Globe Muscle. Go check out those past episodes in the last few weeks. Nola down there looking very impressive. Freaky legs, crazy muscularity. Keon here just, he surely has to be a front runner for the Olympia title in the next couple of years. So yeah, okay, that was the 212. So let's move on to the final segment, which is, let me just pause that. Okay, it is on pause. Of Akim Williams' pose and routine. Let me shut that off. Okay, here we go. Akim Williams, you saw earlier in the episode. Let's go full screen. Okay, 265 he was here. 9th place at the Olympia last year. He said he got through on points, and he still managed to crack top 10. See, look at the night show. That footage we showed you before the judging, that was at the judging. I don't know if you can see the difference so much, but I can see it on the screens here. He looks phenomenal here. He said he just ate 500 gram of carbs between the judging and the night show and a pizza. And he said it really filled him out, because he's a guy with a big round muscle that takes a lot to fill it. And if he isn't full, he doesn't really... He's not popping. His physique is not popping. Everything's kind of, looking detailed and full. I mean, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Front lat spread, I think, that was the shot he was posting on social media. Good dramatic music. Serious face, yeah. Yeah, big fan of Akim. 7th at the Arnold Classic this year. He took a real gamble on this one, because he needed this win to qualify for the Olympia. If he didn't win here, he would have not been going to the Olympia. So I'm really happy that he has managed to win this, and he's going through to the Olympia in December in the Zappos Theatre, Planet Hollywood, December 17th to the 20th. I think he could still bring some more conditioning in the back for the Olympia if he wants to crack top 6. But I mean, here is a guy that could crack top 6 if he really nails it. His condition has taken a huge leap forward in the last year and a half. and he's just been a continual rise. I mean, look at that. Look at the density and the fullness. Squats 850 pounds. Well, that's what he has squatted for 1 rep. I mean, that's Ronnie Coleman numbers. Absolutely insane. I mean, this guy thuds when he walks. Stage creaks. That's his myth pose, the Sergio Olivia myth pose. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show the video. He could definitely be a little bit sharper for the Olympia. Need to be if he wants to crack top 6. But yeah, fantastic showing there for Akim, and he's going through to the Olympia. In fact, I want to see Justin Rodriguez's posing routine, because he was the guy who won the judging with straight firsts, and then lost the night show to Akim. There we go. Oh God, he looks good, doesn't he? He looks so good. What's this music? It's porn music. Not that I've ever watched porn, of course. Yeah, sounds like wink wink. Yeah, fantastic. I was gutted for Justin, because I know he the thing is, he actually has enough points now to qualify for the Olympia, but he's decided not to do the Olympia. So he's I spoke to his coach AJ Sims, and he says, no, he says, bro, he said we're setting our sights on the 2021 Arnold. I think he needed the win to well, he wanted the win for himself if he was going to do the Olympia. I love the separation in his arms. For a guy that big to have arms that sharp. I mean, a lot of guys shoot a lot of crap in their shoulders, and it blurs all the separation through their arms and shoulders and upper body, and it's completely pointless when they've... I mean, here's a guy with such great arms. I mean, look at that. Phenomenal. Posing's... Yeah, he needs a little bit of work on his posing, I think. But look at the conditioning. Look at the depth, the quality here. He only prepped for the New York Pro for 4 weeks. And then he went to stay with his coach AJ Sims at Cement Factory. That's his Instagram name. Look at the quality. Yeah, very, very close between Akim and Justin here. No arguments had either of one. I'm happy for Akim. Looked great at the night show. Definitely pulled it out the bag for the night show. Whereas Justin kind of just held it, held the conditioning he had and the peak he had at the prejudging. But still need a little bit more legs from the front, And then, because I believe Justin could be cracking top 6 at Olympia easily in this next year or so. I think he's that good. So, yeah, so that's Aki Williams. No mask on stage. Happy to see that. So, okay. Okay, guys, that's our Chicago Pro. A little bit of a mini review there for you. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let's get this stupid thing off. Okay. Okay, and we will see you next time for MD Global Muscle, and we are out. Okay, guys, it is shout-out time for episode 14 of MD Global Muscle. Okay, who do we have first? Okay, this guy, IFBB Pro Vlad Sorochko from... I'll be honest, I know nothing about this guy. All I know is I saw him on, I think it was the Romania... This is the post I saw, which was shared on the Romania Pro Instagram. He's 24 years old. He's competing at the Romania Pro in 3 weeks' time. So look at this guy. He's 24 years old. I know nothing about him. From the Ukraine, from Kiev in Ukraine. 116.5 kilos, 3 weeks out, 24 years old. So look at the kid. I mean, this guy looks ready now. He's ready 3 weeks out. So he looks tremendous. Yeah, there's a bit of a before and after here. Look at that. Yeah, he's really put on a lot of size. Fight for your dream. Never stop believing in yourself, even if everyone will speak bullshit about what you do. Keep your dream. Good lad. Good lad. And he is a lad. He's 24. Big kid, man. Oh, so let's find out a bit more about him. Okay, he's Team Oxygen. Camel crew there. Obviously, the little camel. He's Ahmed Askar. That's Nathan Diash's coach. So he's one of the... I don't think does he live in... let's find out more about him. I literally... He just popped up on my feed minutes before filming this. Oh, I saw this. I did see this video. I remember seeing this video and being very impressed by this guy. 24 years old. God, how'd you get that good at 24? I mean, he's got real muscle quality and muscle maturity there for 24 years old. He looks tremendous. No, that's a really nice physique, that. Can you believe that? 24 years old. I'd be interested to find out where he turned pro, actually. Yeah, look at the quality and the separation. He's conditioned. Yeah, here's it. Here's a kid to keep an eye on. What a tremendous physique. Let's have a look a bit more about him. See any back shots. Let's have a look. Okay, no, no back shots. Okay, I'm a bit nervous about his back. Let's have a look at some. Okay, here we go. Oh, is this the Vlad that was in the 212? No, was he 212? No. Okay, video by... I think this might have been the guy that did 212. No. Because there was a Vlad in the Europa Pro, the Spain Alicante show of the week. There was a Vlad in the top 5 that really impressed me. I'm not sure it's the same guy, unless he's in the Open. Thank you. Yeah, he's not giving much away. I'm trying to find out more information on this guy. Yeah, sometimes these people just pop up on your radar and you're like, wow, let's give this guy some publicity. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's see what he... Yeah, very impressive. Look at that condition. 24 years old. Mark Hector. Fantastic showing, brother. Keep it going. I'm guessing then he's an Open. I don't think he made top 10, but at 24 years old, what a physique, what a future. So, give him a follow. SUHORUCHKO. Give him a follow. He's got 42,000 followers, so he's pretty well known. Does online coaching. Sponsored by Brachial, the lifestyle company, mstnutrition.de. So, very impressive. Yeah, wow, look at that shot there. I'm assuming that was the morning of Alicante. There you go. Yeah. He's thanking Badr Boudet as well. So, yeah, he's one of the camel crew. So he is a guy to keep an eye on. The conditioning, the symmetry, great shape. One day out. Yeah. He's tremendous. Yeah. Really impressed with this kid. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, really, really good. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is your shout out, Kalim.
Yes.
Okay, this is... Oh, give me these names, Kalim. Can't you just find a Linda or something if you want to... Yeah. Ulrika Turgel, IFBB Pro Fitness. Oh, she's the winner of the Chicago Pro, the fitness class. 1,800 followers, and she's won Chicago Pro. I'm guessing she's a bit of a newcomer because unless it's a new Instagram account. Winner of the Arnold Sports Fest Amateur, 2PL, no, second place Arnold Asia Pro, top 10 Fitness Olympia. Okay, so she's making waves already. Why has she only got 1,800 followers? Has to be a new account. Right, what can we find out more about it? Okay, there she is at the... This was at the Chicago last weekend, so she won. It's all in Russian. Is that Russian? Yeah. So, okay. Right, I want to find out. Let's find something about her routine, maybe. Yeah, she's amazing. She looks great, doesn't she? What a lovely... Wow, that was at the... that looks like the Arnold Classic. Yes, Columbus, Ohio. So she was in the Columbus, Ohio Arnold Classic back in March. So top 10 Fitness Olympia. So she's an Olympian. So she's certainly on the radar. Okay, there's a bit from the Arnold Classic. This is edited by Frank Seppi. Okay, she looks amazing. That was backstage at the Arnold Classic. Oh wow, she looks great. It's great. I want to see some of her routine. Is this a routine? Wow, some stills. I mean, God. Fitness photography, that's the one that gives me cold sweats. That's the one I used to hate photographing because the girls move so fast. But there she is. Okay. I can't really... A huge amount of information about her, really, I suppose. There she is at the Arnold Classic. Is that a nun? She's on stage as a nun.
Dead bride.
A what?
Oh, no, it is, yeah.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Ulrika Turgel. Okay, there she is. Okay, a bit of routine here. That was the Arnold Classic, 2019. So she's been around a while, this lady. So, okay, I'll get that off. That's Maximum Muscle Report. That's not MD. Okay. Yeah, she's great. Okay. So, won Chicago. She's going to the Olympia again. She's done at least two Arnold Classics. There's the shot of her physique there. She looks amazing. Hang on. Yeah, she looks awesome. Awesome. Great physique. Great theme routines there by the looks of it. Give this lady a follow. Let's hope to see more of her. Let's see if she can. This year's Fitness Olympia is going to be it's going to be the best. Well, it is. It's undoubtedly going to be the best Fitness Olympia, considering they've got almost every single Fitness Olympia winner. Oksana Grishina, Adela Garcia. We've got Missy Truscott, second place last year. We have Whitney Jones, 2-time Fitness Olympia champion. I'm sure I've mixed up some. Dorina Wilson, this was the lady that beat our friend Dorina. Dorina and Bubba. Let's have a look at her body. Let's have a look at the physique. That's what I want to see. Wow, look at that condition. Yeah, so fantastic. Yep, so she beat our friend Dorina. Going to the Olympia. Wish her all the very best for the Miss Olympia Fitness. December 17th to the 20th in the Zappos Theatre, Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas. Okay, now the third one, this is one of mine. Now, the reason I like this one, I hate these kind of quotes normally, but this lady's Instagram, I actually like them, and I reshare a lot of them, actually. They resonate with me. New goals require different habits. Keep that in mind. To the people who forget to eat meals, you okay? Yeah, no, I like some of them. She posts them constantly, and I don't know where she gets them from, whether they're her own or whether she reposts them from somewhere. Really, really like them. Really like them. And she's let's find out a bit more about her. Be fucking nice. It's not that hard. There you go. There's a good one to go by. Yeah, Rachie Mara, 23. So she's women's physique from Buffalo, New York. So look at her physique. This is the latest post on Instagram. So wow, look at her shoulders. Okay. Yeah. I usually roll my eyes at these kinds of posts, all these wordy ones, but I really, really like hers. I like them. I find them, she posts some really good ones. Let me find one of my favorite ones. Let's see one of the ones I reshared, because then I like it. Republican Party, Democrat Party, Pizza Party. Okay. Okay, there's a lot here. Where's the best one? I can't find one I liked. Discipline wins. There you go. Yep, certainly does. Dream chaser, keep chasing. The grind will turn into your shine. Be patient. Yeah, keep stacking small wins. All about the constant incremental progress. I'm a big believer in that. The process is the prize. Yes. If you've ever prepped for a contest, you will know that the winning a show or getting a good place in a show is just the icing on a cake, because you learn a lot about yourself in a contest prep. I certainly did. I loved it. Really, really loved it. It taught me about discipline and deprivation and all these different things, being good for the soul. So yeah, give Rachie Mara, 23, a follow. Oh, she's got 35,000 followers. So a lot of people do like her posts. All the wordy ones, the what they call quotes. Quotes. Bit of a brain freeze there. Okay, next shout out. We've got 5 shout outs this week. Don't Kill the Vibes, Kirsty Louise, yay! Now, I'm pretty sure I've actually given Kirsty a shout out in season 1 of Global Muscle. Kirsty's been a huge supporter of Global Muscle right from the very start. Actually met her at Body Power last year. Just bumped into her there. It was great to see her. She's lovely, Kirsty. She competes in bikini, amateur bikini. She's coached by Darren Farrell, IFBB Pro. I don't know this guy. Yeah, so she's competed in a different federation in the UK. It's called the IBFA. It's a smaller kind of amateur federation. But that was when I met her at Body Power last year. Yeah, she's awesome. There is no aha moment in life when someone gives you permission to start loving, accepting, and validating yourself. That person is you, and that moment is now. Okay, that's great. Okay, she's got a new tattoo as well on her neck, which looked bloody painful. That one there. Look at that. There you go. A bit of before and after here as well. We all love a before and after transformation. Oh, look how skinny she was. Oh, wow. She had an eating disorder. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Gaining weight after intentionally restricting food intake. Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Keep a close eye on her social media. She's awesome. Big supporter of Global Muscle right from the very start. Oh, there she is with Luke Sandow. Yeah, we all miss him. My heart hurts, feeling incredibly numb. She's reposting it. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I bumped into Luke that day. Actually, a good chat with him. I remember when he was wearing this Luke Sandow T-shirt. But I bumped into a really good talk with him that day. Him and Ben Chow was with him, his friend, his training partner. yeah, there's Kirsty on stage. Yeah, she's awesome. Awesome. When are we going to see you up on stage again, Kirsty? I want to see you up again very, very soon. Okay. Oh, she's lovely. Yeah, we love you, Kirsty. Keep watching Global, please. Keep supporting us, please. We really appreciate it. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure I've given her a shout out before, but well, I'm going to give her another one now in season 3. So okay, next, finally in our shout outs we have. Oh, what am I doing? Trying to do one hand. Yep, W. Whitman, photo. He's a photographer because I like to promote the really good photographers. Seems like a bit of a dying art at the moment. Whitmanphoto.com, check that out. As you can see, fantastic stage photography. I know Phil Heath reshares a lot of his stuff, so you know that Phil's very fussy when it comes to his photos. But he really, when he sees a good photographer like this who takes good photos of him, he really reshares a lot. He's bringing out a book. Flex Lewis, this book's gonna be flame. So yeah. So after polling, I've decided this book will be limited and numbered. Hand signing and personalizing these books with individualized notes for every order. Wow, several unreleased photos of Phil Heath. Okay, let's go to some more pictures. Let me show you. Yeah, I'm mostly known for his stage photography. Look at that picture of Phil there. That's cool. Yeah, I wonder what Phil's thinking about there. Probably burgers. Yeah, or winning the Olympia for hopefully for the 8th time. He wants to come back this year. Well, he is coming back this year, and he's going back for his Nick Walker. Look at that shot there. Wow, that's a really good photo. Okay, let's see couple more pictures. Any pictures you want to see, Carleen? There's Joe Seaman there. We had him on the other week on Global Muscle. There's Keon Pearson, who won the 212 at the Chicago Pro, not doing the Olympia. There's Justin Rodriguez. Which one?
Left.
That one.
The Bumstead.
Oh, you want to see Chris Bumstead? Okay, Chris Bumstead. This is the 2019 Olympia. Yeah, look at that. Very, very. Even when you zoom right in, the photos are pin sharp, and there's his signature there. Okay, so he's releasing a book, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, hopefully you can get me a copy. I'll review it on the show. Free copy. I love these kind of photos where you capture the winning moment. Yeah, I've done that as a photographer, where you actually have a feeling you know who's going to win, and you zoom in and you're literally just waiting for them to be announced the winner, and then you get that moment. I mean, look at that. There you go. That's priceless. You know, that if I was Akim, I would get a copy of that. I would get it framed, and I would have that up in the gym or in my house or something, just to remind you of that moment when you actually tasted that victory. You know, because the competitions are so tough. It's so much goes into a prep. You know, when you win a big show and it's there's a lot riding on it, and you want all the good memories you can. Oh, this is a good photo. Justin Rodriguez and Nick Walker. I tell you what, Nick really impressed me at the Chicago. I wasn't sure how he was going to look, given that he was on an amateur stage and he won that fairly clearly. But it's a different league going into the pro shows, especially one like this Chicago Pro, where the top 10 was absolutely stacked. But just in there, look, yeah. Tell you what, I wasn't keen on Nick's front shots, but I think his frontal biceps are a really good pose for him. He's really super impressive, Nick. I mean, he's come right out the gate now. 4th place. Here we are. There's another one of Nick. No one Justin. I don't know this lady. Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Anne Nguyen there. Akim there. Max Charles. Nick Walker. So, yeah, there's Keon there. So give this... I don't know what his first name is. Is it Walt? I've got Walt in my head for some reason. Walt Whitman? Or am I just... I don't know. Anyway, W. Whitman. Yeah, well, that's it. So I don't think his name's W. So so give W. Whitman a follow, and hopefully we'll check out his book and do a review on that when it comes out, if he sends me a copy. And so that's our shout outs for this week's episode of MD Global Muscle. Also, I'd like to give he's not on Instagram, but I'd like to give a special mention of it, shout out to Peter McGough, who's been battling with cancer for the last, I think, 9 years now. And Sean Ray was doing a montage of videos from people in the industry. I sent it the next morning, and Sean said it was too late. It didn't miss it, so I did send it to them personally, just wishing Peter well, because I think he's in a wheelchair at the moment, and he's obviously very under the weather, to say the least. But Peter's he's hugely loved in the industry, with the editor of Flex, I think for 12 years it was. I've stayed at his house back in 2017 after the Tampa Pro. Been a really good source of inspiration and help to me with my my photography and all my writing and everything like that. Going back as far as 2002, he's a bit of a writing hero of ours, and so we just want to hang in there, Peter, and we all love you, mate. And that's it, really. I just want to give him a little bit of credit and. Send him some well wishes. So, okay, this has been it for MD Global Muscle. I hope you've enjoyed it. We appreciate all your support. I've been your host, Giles Thomas, and we will see you next week for MD Global Muscle, and we are out.